Everybody should be circumcised. Everybody. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I know that's not a big surprise because I do a lot of thinking all the time. Thinking is pretty much all I do. But I believe that everybody should be circumcised. It's insane. I can't even... 2025. We're in 2025. There's no reason why in 2025 a single human being on this planet should be walking around with their foreskin. There's no reason. It's inconceivable. You guys are weird. If you just thinking about it is even crazy. Like the things that come with it too, the byproducts of this phenomenon of just allowing these people to go around and pretend they're regular human beings. Smegma. There's a thing called smegma, and that's a thing that's on our planet that exists here. That's a thing that's here. If I was in my class and I pulled down the pants of somebody next to me who was uncut and I peeled back their foreskin, there would be smegma within that. Smegma is a thing. 2025, we've progressed so many years, millions of years of evolution, and there's people walking around still with this smegma shit around. What? Is this not crazy? Why have we not just rounded all these freaks together and just thrown them in a concentration camp? Why haven't we done this already? I feel like this is something that like we should have been focusing on. We should focus on moving forward is just getting rid of all these guys. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, the more insane it sounds to me. Like, there's these people, these groups in society, and they're just walking around with extra skin hanging on. We just have these foreskin walkers moving amongst us, pretending to be one of us. Like, the more I think about it, the more insane it sounds. Matter of fact, screw gathering them up and putting them in a concentration camp. At this point, why don't we just kill them all? Why don't we just grab all of these guys, and by the end of 2026, let's make it our campaign to just get rid of them all. You know? Because they're like, what are they contributing to society? What are they doing for us? What is that extra skin adding to anyone? What is this doing for us? I feel like this is just a thing that we should put more focus on and like just take care of. It's a problem because that's exactly what it is, and we should call it that. It's a problem that these people are just living amongst us. And like, when I think about it, like, you know, sometimes I take my parents for granted, but now that I'm thinking about it, they cared enough to get my shit cut, and it's like, man, like, I'm thinking, what would I be doing? What would I be doing if my parents didn't care about me enough to get my shit cut? What would I be doing? Oh man, I don't even want to think about that. That's a scary hypothetical. Man, dog, like if you're a grown-ass man and your shit is not cut, take care of that, because that's a problem. And some might be more lenient and say, okay, if you're like 30 and you get your shit cut, you're good. But if you're like 50, you're like 80 and you still haven't gotten it cut, you're done. There's no saving you. You've devolved to subhuman. There's no saving you. I'm sorry. Getting that shit cut doesn't really remove the status. You've been walking around with it for too long. It's infected your brain now. It's a part of you. It's just a whole ordeal. We'd have to like perform an exorcism to cleanse that person, and we just can't do that for all of them. So, which is why I propose we just take all of them, put them someplace. You know, they can do their own thing, but you know, at the same time, they would fester a culture of smegma and disgusting dick cheese all around, and they would just keep that going for generations. So I think it's better we just get rid of all of them, like, permanently. I don't think having them around in their own little group really adds anything to us. That's just more smegma in the world. And like I said before, smegma shouldn't even be a thing that exists. I shouldn't even know what that word is. You should know what that word is. That it shouldn't be on this earth. It's 2025. By 2026, by the end of 2026, we should make it our campaign, get rid of all smegma. You know how in Spider-Man they try to get rid of the venom by like destroying all the venom and like getting rid of venom, you know? Like that. The smegma is like a symbiote, and it's crawling into the minds of our youths and corrupting little boys and shit. And by the end of 2026, it shouldn't be a problem anymore. We should get rid of it. I don't know, America, I mean, I'm not in America, I'm in Canada, and I don't think it's as big as a problem in Canada because, Canadians are awesome. But in America, it's probably a really big problem with lots of people walking around with smegma and dick cheese and just stinking up the place. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. It's just been a thing I've been thinking about. I'm just thinking, like, damn, my parents, they gave me a lot, man. Like, they gave me a chance at life. They gave me so much that I take for granted. And it's like, they got my shit cut. And as if it's not bad enough, like, these guys aren't bad enough. You have some of them who are uncut elitist, who think they're better than the rest of us because their shit is uncut. They're like, oh, I still got all my shit, I'm natural, oh, it adds more length to the tips. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not adding anything to anything. And if you're tiny enough to the point where you care about that little centimeter of skin, then you're kind of already cooked already. Sorry, I don't think that extra skin is going to be doing much heavy lifting for you, so it's not really a valid argument. And the whole, oh, at least I keep my shit natural, I don't do none of that artificial stuff, I didn't get my shit cut. It's like, okay, bro, who cares? That's not even a valid argument. And whatever, your shit's natural, yeah, that smegma's real natural. Yeah, go clean that every 2 weeks. But then again, the people who are uncut are just probably too lame to even bother cleaning up anything. So every single one of them, some of them will tell you, oh no, I clean my shit every 2 days. That's a lie. Literally none of them are doing that. All of them, every single one. There's no good 1 percentile. Every single one of them is not cleaning their shit because they're nasty and they're subhuman, and we should get rid of all of them. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have. Subscribe.